This week, we finally made it to our mountainside cabin in Arizona. We also get reunited with our tiny home on wheels. Join us as we get snowed in for the next 5 days and see what it's really like to live off-grid in a snowstorm.
It's been more than 2 months since we parked the van here, and when I press this button, the doors are supposed to open and no mice are supposed to come running out because we did leave some food in it. If the doors don't open, then we have a dead battery. Here we go. Any mice? Not yet. Heater's still on. It's kind of warm in here. Looks good. I don't see any. Well, nope, that's a stone. So I haven't seen any rodent droppings yet. And let's see if it'll start. Started right up. That's a relief. I just remembered we have a skylight in our van, so now I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to turn this power back on, see if I can get some lights working. I thought we were in the clear, but we don't have any power. Not sure why. I think I may have found the problem. Somehow our batteries are down to 1.6 volts and they should be at 13 or 14. I turned the whole system off before we left, but something must have been drawing power this whole time. So now I have to get the jumper box and see if I can wake them up again. We have lithium batteries for our battery bank, and I'm using this DeWalt lithium battery jumper. And watch this magic. Plug it straight in. And from 1 volt, we have power again. Everything's waking up. That little jumper pack is a lifesaver. That's the second time it's saved us. So I have the van running right now, and the van does most of the charging. So we'll drive into town and get some dinner, and that should give the batteries a boost. And I'll leave it running now. And I was going to leave it running till I got to 12 volts, and we're almost there. So that number's climbing really quick. So once I get a good reading on here and I can unplug it and everything stays alive, I'll run down and pick up the kids and Nicole, and we'll run into town and get dinner in Flagstaff for the first time in almost 3 months. No lights on the dash, that's always a good sign. So where are we going to go and eat?
You promised the kids McDonald's, much to my disappointment.
Yes. So let's go and do the traditional McDonald's one.
Onward!
Onward! So we're only at the cabin for a few days, and then we have to head back to Florida again. But seeing as it's snowing, it means that we can get these burn piles burnt, because right now there's a pretty bad drought here in Flagstaff, and burning isn't advised when it's dry. So I have to get these piles burnt so we can get the driveway put in, hopefully in May, June time. So while it's snowing, get them lit. And yes, I have a burn permit. I officially applied for a burn permit. You don't feel cold yet?
No, I don't.
I think you will do.
I can't find anything right here. Careful, don't let the snow melt on my legs.
And it's toasty now. Perfect conditions. You see there's no creeping. It's all being contained by the snow. There's no embers. And there is still precipitation, so this should be gone in, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. There's another one back here. Probably do that one tomorrow. It might get a little bit too toasty if I light them both at the same time.
I'm so happy here. I love it here.
Who wouldn't?
I mean, jeez.
Well, that's a bit of an eyesore. The kids are all the way down there.
Yeah.
They're metal detecting. So I got a little impatient and I lit the other one. So let's see how it goes. I mean, that one's only taken an hour and a half to get that far. It's almost gone. Lunchtime, called the kids in. Busy day of metal detecting. Still snowing. Almost done. Theo's disappeared off into the... Oh, I think he just fell over. Got that! Call them candy logs. It's pitch pine. So these trees fell down 50 years ago and the sap all got captured inside the tree as it was starting to die off. So these pitch logs, they're white in color and they're just full of fuel. They use them for starting the fires because you barely have to touch it with a match and it lights. It's taking hours to burn. I thought it would burn pretty quickly. The snow's getting thick and the kids... Oh, there they are. They're up there. Somehow they're still going. Snow's really coming down now. It's, I don't know, 27 degrees outside. It's pretty cold. You too cold yet? Getting covered in snow. Just got in the van and it's like a snow cave. We're not very experienced with snow, so I'm not sure how to get that off. Yeah, the van's warming up if you can hear it. Our van gets really unhappy when it's cold. You gotta wait for it to allow you to drive away.
Okay, so we have to get the ice scraper, and it's down here in this little pocket.
It seemed like a good idea in Florida when it's 90 degrees outside to stick it in here. What's in here? I don't even know what's in here. There's a brush.
Oh.
I need a scraper. Oh, there's a scraper.
Yay!
Ah. And an extension. Ooh. Whoa. For doing your solar panels, maybe? Alright, let's do it.
nice. I think at the time you gave me a hard time about getting you a snow scraper for Christmas. You were like, why am I going to use a snow scraper in Florida? And I'm like, this is for the van in the future.
We'll see when we get moving. If this van ever moves.
It's the real test.
Oh, that's the headlights. Those are the headlights. Oh man, is this gonna work?
I don't know, I'm kind of nervous.
We're moving. We're not moving. Well, we're moving.
Are we not moving? We're not moving.
Just thinking about it. Oh. Alright, we're gonna keep moving now. We got momentum.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Easy.
Was it?
No,
We're not up
no,
yet.
no.
We're not yet.
The roads are actually worse than I thought. I thought they would be better plowed than this. Maybe there is a reason why no one's going out tonight. Wow. The van's holding the road good though. We made it. So today's job is to try and fix our pathways, and so what I'm using is the what they call cinders that they've used on the roads, because we're on a dirt road here, and they top up the road with cinders, and cinders are broken up lava rock, and it's a lot more permeable than the whatever this is that we're walking on. It's some kind of a clay. When you start at the bottom of our hill and get to the top where the cabin is, you're 3 or 4 inches taller because there's that much dirt underneath your shoes. It's like walking on glue, not to mention slippy. I'm taking some of the excess cinders that are in the ditch at the side of the road because they put too much down, and I'm bringing it all up here, 1 5-gallon bucket at a time, to spread it all around. You can see how nasty the dirt is. So I'm going to put it all the way along here, because with these flat spots, all of the water seems to be collecting on there when the snow melts. This is all a learning curve for us. But this has taken me a while, and I've only got that much done. So this will be really nice when it's finished. So here is the finished product. 2 days later. Took a lot longer than I thought it would. I'm happy with the results though. No more sloppy pathway. Clean boots. So the forecast is for snow tomorrow and Friday. They're expecting between 8 inches and a foot of snow. But we're supposed to leave tomorrow morning. Nicole has a doctor's appointment in Sarasota, Florida on Tuesday. So we're trying to decide if we're going to stay for the snow, which, you know, we usually make the wrong decision, which that would be the wrong decision. But I know we wouldn't regret it. So we're just trying to figure that out now. But if we do stay, these mountains will be covered in snow. And I'm pretty sure we won't be able to get out of the cabin. Go on, all the way, all the way. Yay! We got to get you a sled.
Yeah. It's so fun. Except I just get snowy pants. And I get snowy hands.
So of course we decided to stay for the snow. Turns out Flagstaff's a small town, so they were able to get Nicole in for the same doctor's appointment on the same day, where in Florida we were waiting for almost 2 months for the same doctor's appointment. So we're going to stay here in Flagstaff and get her heart looked at, make sure she's healthy, and then head back to Florida. So we're going to wait for it to stop snowing and then It's slippy. We're going to wait for it to stop snowing, and then the kids will come out and we'll try out our new sled. It's a winter wonderland. Just checking on the van. Make sure everything's okay. So while we were away, we did have some activity from a mouse. It basically chewed its way into everything and didn't eat anything. It was just trying to see what was in all the packaging. It got into even the chili mix. So I set a couple of rat traps in here last night, and neither of them went off. So either he's moved out or he doesn't like peanut butter. But I've also left the heater on in here so that the pipes don't freeze. So I'm going to set the timer on the heater to stay on for another 12 hours and then head back up the mountain.
Dad, we can't even see the pathway here.
No,
Barely.
I think you found it.
I found it, but there it are. Fresh. Now, look at this. Look how thick it is.
One of the joys of having bought our own hillside is that when it snows, we have our own sledding. I don't think I'd sled down there. It gets very steep towards the end. You might get a little bit of air.
Got it. Oh no, I didn't.
Three, two. Oop, it's all right.
Oh, he went way off scale.
The further you go, the further you got to walk back again. You ready? Get some extra speed this time? Come on, you'll be all right.
I'm scared.
At the end of the day, just roll off, barrel roll.
Barrel.
You just roll off the side of it.
How the heck do you just do that?
Just jump off it if it's going the wrong way. You've got a snowsuit on. Worst thing is you'll just roll down the hill and turn into a giant snowman at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That thing just doesn't steer, does it? 3, 2, 1. Don't hit your sister, go. He's making a beeline for that log again. Oh, he's made it over the road. He kept going. Oh, that's awesome. Tandem run. Take 1. 3, 2, 1, go. Major wipeout. So we're about to hunker down for the night, get some dinner. We're supposed to get between 10, 12 inches of snow by lunch tomorrow. This is really the first time the kids have got to experience any kind of substantial snowfall, so we're going to make the best of it before we get on the road and drive back to Florida next week. So that's it for today. I'm going to go back inside and I'm going to warm up. It's getting cold. I just got to set the heater going again. Okay, it closed all the way. Good. Look at the icicles. Look at that heat going. Yeah, we don't want those water tanks to freeze. Made it. You know, I was wondering at the time if this little roof here would make any difference above the door, and it actually did. There's a foot of snow over here, but only, you know, 3 or 4 inches there, which makes it easier for you to get your boots on and off.
Look how deep that is.
It's about a foot.
Wow, it's like to here.
Yeah, it's almost up to your knees. Wait till we get down to the roadside. You sink in it. It's pretty bad. Oh, that's a big one. Look at the size of that.
Mega. It kind of looks like a sword.
There's a big one for Emily.
Alright. Theo, let's have a fight.
That didn't last very long, did it?
Nope.
Mm. It's like eating a carrot. You're gonna get cold quick.
I don't have any warm clothes. I lived in Florida my whole life.
Oh my gosh. This is epic.
Yeah, it is. Watch you don't slip.
I'm literally sinking.
Alright, cannonball!
Cannonball. Cannonball.
It's getting late today, so we're going on a quick walk and then back in the cabin for dinner, and then in the morning the sun will be out and we might be able to play in the snow, but it seems like it might be a little bit too deep to play in.
Hi.
I don't think you can sled in it when it's this deep.
I don't know.
Theo's checking the mail because he's tall enough now. We're giving it up. Too cold. It must be freezing.
That's what I was thinking.
They're getting the icicles down.
It's really coming down.
It's really snowing now. We're going to go down to the van to make sure the heater is on again. Who are you waving at?
Mommy.
Look at that icicle.
That is covered.
It's covered my doors again. I'm going to have to dig my way in. Oh, look how deep it is. There's the foot of it on the roof.
There's icicles.
It is really cold. I gotta go inside. I think it's about 15 degrees Fahrenheit, which is really cold. So we'll see you tomorrow when the sun comes out. It is so cold. I can barely see where I'm going. This is insane. I'm going down to check on the van to make sure that the heater stays on during the night. The cabin's all the way up there. I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to be okay by the time I get back, because it's like I can't see where I'm going. It's so cold. They warned us about this, called snow swirls or something, and of course the van's got so much snow on it I'm not going to be able to get in those doors very easily. Okay, see if it opens on its own. No, okay. You can hear the heater. It's still on from earlier, but it'll go off soon, so. Alright, let's try again. Come on. Come on. This time. Okay, we're in. Where's the light? Oh. Okay. 57 degrees. 12 hours. Okay, let's do this. That's a long way. That's a long way. Will they close back again? I think they're closed. Make sure it's locked. How cool is that? I've got an indicator that's not working. I'll be taking care of that when we get back to Florida. Oh, look at that. Wow. I gotta keep moving. Oh, that's so cool. It is really, really cold. It is really cool. See everybody peering out the window, look. Made it. I think Theo likes the new lifestyle. We've been cooped up in the shed or hunkered down for the last 3 or 4 days, and we've been procrastinating getting the van ready to travel because we're going back to Florida tomorrow. And while we were away for the last 3 months, we had a tenant in the van, but it was an unexpected tenant and they've made a mess. It's a mouse this big.
Water's gonna come my head.
The trees are all dropping their snow. But yeah, this tiny little mouse has made a heck of a mess and somewhat of a health hazard. So
Health hazard. It's the kind of mouse that carries hantavirus, so we think. So I'm getting rid of it.
This one mouse is responsible for all of the hantavirus.
Devastation.
But anyway, we have to go in there now, clean it out, disinfect everything, and then move out of the shed, the cabin again. And then we'll be on the road for the next 4 or 5 days, heading back to
Florida,
the place that we've been trying to escape.
We just can't escape it.
So let's get to it. the mouse destroyed Theo's bed.
There was a 125-mile detour.
Yeah, and the engine light came on in the last town.